All right. So this is going to be a little bit complex. This one should be fun though. Something a little different. Here we have an Asus G750JX that has a broken power button. It's not attached to anything anymore. On the inside of here, we'll see when we get this all the way apart, there's a little like triangle piece that holds it in place that is broken off. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and use some super glue and get that back into place. All right, so let's start with looking about how to get this apart. First thing I did is I pulled the battery, got that set off up to the side. On the bottom, we have 3 screws down here that are inside the battery tray. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 visible batteries here. There should be one here as well. Should be 8. 8. So let's worry about getting all these out of here. They have little tabs that you can slide a little tool under. Make sure you keep the rubber pieces kind of where they're supposed to go. So that way when you are going to put this back together, you don't get confused on what goes where. I like just creating a little kind of outline with them. I'll show you guys here in a second. It kind of illustrates where each of them goes so that when the time comes, you can just grab them and put them back in the order that they're supposed to go in. So yeah, so I do that. Nice and simple. Let's go back to position 3. All right, start pulling out. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. 7. So yeah, and if you're wondering if this is an old laptop, the fact that we're dealing with a Windows 8 sticker should answer basically everything that you need to know. All right, once we got that, we just get underneath there, give it a little lift, set that off to the side. Now we're gonna have a bunch of screws to take out of this thing to get this apart. Take the C screw, which is specifically for the CD-ROM. Set that over there with the screw. Underneath the CD-ROM, we have 3 more screws, which we will set off to the side here. 1, 2, 3, while still keeping them somewhat organized. All right, now we're gonna remove all of the B screws and the hard drives. So let's start with the hard drives. I believe on the bottom of these, there's a little bit of like foam padding. Oh, not yet, there is, which is gonna hold it in place a little bit. So we'll put those there. 1, 2, 3. This guy, same deal. 1, 2, 3. It looks like this is a regular spinning disk. This one is empty, so this computer does not have an SSD. This is from before the SSD times. So now that we have those out, we're going to go around here. We're going to remove all of the B's. 1. We're going to do the same thing, try and create the outline of where these came out of. 2. Come on. And then 3. I don't think there's any more. There is no more. Clean here. Now we got to do the battery tray. 1, 2. Make sure we keep these screws with the battery so we know that they are from the battery tray. 3, 4, 5. All right, and that should be all the screws on the bottom. Now, if I remember right, it actually comes apart from up here. So the palm rest is what actually separates. Let's see if I have. We're gonna use just a little pry tool here. Slide along that edge. You can hear it popping. And then you slowly work it out. But we also need to check. Sometimes they toss screws on the back of this. They did not. All right, so let's work. Careful not to push screws around on your desk while you're doing this. That side is not wanting to come off, so we'll go along this side then. It's a lot easier on that side. Which reminds me, before we go any farther, this comes off. And then there is a single cable holding that on. This is for the speakers. Then there's extra screws here. Glad I remembered that. One, two, those are for the keyboard. They actually hold the whole keyboard down. So this has an i7 with a GeForce GTX 770M. It's not a bad little computer. Hoping we can take this out without having to unhook these screen screws, but I think we might have to. This is quite rigid in place here. There's nothing else holding it on. I know it feels like something's screwed in over here. There's a screw that I missed. And there goes that. And that's screw A, just all the way off by itself. It's different length. Alright, so now... So this is what I was worried about. This is the only part that's actually broken on this. So now we just have to be careful. Get around here a little bit. Undo the 1, 2, 3, 4 total cables. Yeah. So this is where we're looking at. So the cables you need to disconnect are keyboard backlight, keyboard, touchpad, which is this one, and then your actual click buttons. So this should actually be a relatively easy fix. We're just going to put that in there. We're going to put some super glue in there. We're going to use a little bit thicker super glue, and then we'll hit it up with the super glue accelerator, and then this thing will be back together and we're out the door. So there is a square PCB there, but this is the part that's broken for this guy. So we're gonna get some black super glue here. We're gonna have to be careful putting this back together. Some of the screw bosses are coming out. That. Close that up. Away from what we're going to be gluing, I'm going to take this, spray just a little bit of the activator on it. And then we line it up. We're only going to get one shot at this. As close as we can. You guys can still kind of see. And then in we go. And then we are going to, I don't know why I threw out my thing. Grab another one real quick. We're going to push that down. Okay, and we're done. I'm going to spray just a little bit more activator on it. And now we're going to put this back together. So now that that is done, I'm going to grab this. Open it back up. Yeah, good deal. Feels nice. All right, let's get our cables plugged back in. Start with our touchpad, trackpad, whatever. And we have our clicky buttons with the RGB. You have to be a little bit gentle to see these ones here. Tilt the other way a little bit. You guys aren't gonna be able to see this at all. Keyboard in. Keyboard backlight. And we go. Yeah, all right, so now we do everything we just did, but in reverse. We have a nice, that button clicks quite nicely now. Start up there, start with these two buttons, these two screws. This is going to be kind of the reinforcement for everything. One. That. Next, speakers back on. Now we flip this bad boy back over. Let's put our A screw back in, which I somehow completely missed. Right there. A. B. 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 All right, batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not back in a second. We have this second hard drive tray. Slide that in and over. It was actually the other way from what I just did. Isn't it? No, it does go that way. One, 2, 3. That's back in. 1, 2, 3. Let's get our DVD-ROM back in there. Go ahead and put this panel back on. So it's firm. This was a captive screw in there, so back down with ye. And then we do our screws in the order we took them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we already made a mistake. Good on you if you caught my mistake. Take the CD-ROM back out that you put in there prematurely. 1, 2, 3, 5. Six. CD-ROM. That. And screw it down. All right, and then these go back in the order we took them out in. And that's it. That's how you do this. That's how you take this apart, put it back together. So on to the outro. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.